Welcome to my beginner crochet lessons. In this first lesson I'll cover crochet tools, the slip knot, holding the hook, how to hold the yarn and the chain stitch. So, let's start with yarn. I recommend learning with a double knit weight yarn, commonly called DK yarn. The label will state which size crochet hook is best to use. Next, a crochet hook. There are many types of hook available. A hook with an aluminium head is the easiest to begin with. The hook size can usually be found on the handle, either in the middle or on the end. Scissors are needed to cut the yarn, and a donning needle to weave the ends in. It's easy to miss the first and last stitch, so stitch markers can help. Okay, so now we have our tools. Let's begin. Crochet is all about the tension, so make sure to keep some yarn unraveled from the ball as you work. The end of the yarn stays in my palm. With your palm facing you, take the yarn, wrap it around your index and middle fingers to form a ring. Make a loop by pushing the yarn through the small gap between your fingers and the wrapped yarn. Take the ring off your fingers as you hold the loop in place. Finish pushing the loop up through the ring. Hold the loop and tighten it by pulling slightly on the tail. Put your hook into the loop. Gently pull on the yarn until the slip knot sits snug on the hook. You don't want it too tight or too loose. This is only one way to make slip knots, so experiment to find what works best for you. There are two main ways of holding the hook. The knife hold, which is similar to how you would hold a knife to eat, and the second is the pencil hold, when the hook is held like a pencil. Play around with holding the hook to find what's the most comfortable for you. The same as with holding the hook, there are different ways to hold the yarn. Start with your slip knot on your hook and check that you have some slack on your yarn. With your palm facing you, hold the hook at the back of your little finger. Bring the hook over your little finger, around the back of your hand and over your index finger. Your index finger will help control your tension. The yarn should run smoothly through your hand. I'll show you again in real time. Remember to keep lots of slack running from your ball, as this can also affect your tension. Tension refers to how loose or tight your stitches are. The first row of stitches are worked into a chain. With the hook facing you, use your index finger to bring the yarn over and to the front of the hook. Point the hook down slightly and bring the yarn through the loop on the hook. Yarn over the hook again, hold the top of the first chain, and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. Yarn over the hook again, hold the top of the second chain, and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. Yarn over the hook again, hold the top of the third chain, and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. There are now 4 chains. The chain should be consistent in size. I'm using my middle finger on my hook hand to help guide the yarn. If the loop is too tight, it's difficult to get the hook through. Wiggle the hook a little to loosen the loop. Holding the chain close to the hook helps control the size of the chains. If the chain is too loose, use your index finger to pull back on the yarn. Continue yarning over and pulling through the loop on the hook. I'll be making 12 chains. The loop on the hook isn't counted. Remember to have some slack in your yarn and hold the chain close to the hook. As you can see, the chains are all fairly uniform and a good size. You can see the difference between these two chains. These chains are all the same size. However, these chains start off okay, but then get too loose or too tight. I'd recommend practicing chains until you're confident that they're all a consistent size. Here are the chart symbols, stitch names and abbreviations for the slip stitch and chain, in both UK and US terms. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Please feel free to subscribe and comment below. I'll see you in lesson 2 for the next stitch.